I mean, it's possible your number shows up. They go, uh-oh.
We don't want her to write another firmly worded letter.
I know. Put on your smile face. It's her.
And now, CheezWits.
Bonjour.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Hello again.
There we go. I didn't have the audio on. So I was trying to act like I was just being super polite and saying bonjour twice.
You were just being extra French.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Then there's the Fredneck.
Fredneck.
Rednecks. That's what we are.
Do you know that my granddaughter is going to be 10 years old tomorrow?
What?
Wow.
Happy birthday,
know.
Daphne.
Yeah, and Daphne said, oh, I don't want to be double digits. I feel so old.
Oh.
Yeah, I've
There's a pain I'd love to feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I agonize with you.
Yeah, I feel her pain.
I think I would definitely trade. I wouldn't trade, but if I had to go back a few years, I wouldn't mind being maybe 35 again.
Yeah, I'd suck a dick to get there.
Wow.
Not my own. Or maybe my own.
No, I think 35 would. I wouldn't want to go all the way back to like 20.
No.
That feels like too far back, and also I was too stupid then.
Well, that's your job when you're 20.
It really is. It is your job to be stupid, which I often forget when I see 20-year-olds being stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And just fucking stupid people.
I mean, I was thinking about this the other day, Wally. When you and I worked together, I was 22, 23.
Yeah, you were stupid. I remember.
I didn't know shit about fuck. I didn't know anything about anything. Like,
I think you knew about fuck.
Well,
I think that's the height of knowing about fuck at 22. That's where that whole I know about fuck lives. 18 to 27, 28. That's where it's at.
For men.
Yeah, well.
Women
sure.
are at the height of fuck much older.
Well, they may be at the height of enjoying fuck much older,
mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure they're at the height of getting fuck.
Maybe not.
I think they may not be in that place. It's a weird world.
It is.
It's so much stuff is weird. So I contend that when you are 24, 25, 20, when you're in a family age, creating a family, when most people, in the 25 to 30, that's when you should be making the most money. And not be fucking struggling so much to buy a house and have an extra bedroom and a car that actually runs. And then when you're fucking 80, you win the fucking Mega Millions. And you can barely fucking walk, and you can't like you can buy new legs.
Listen, when my besties and I win the Powerball, and I say when we win the Powerball, even though I'm not personally playing the Powerball, but some of them are. When we win the Powerball, we are building a compound. All of our houses are going to be together. It's going to be surrounded by a moat, and we're just going to. It's just going to be us and all the dogs. We're just going to rescue all the dogs.
Jessica Koresh and the rest of the family.
That's right. That's right.
But until the ATF gets there to say, hey, listen, all you coven girls, get out.
And we're even going to let their husbands come, but they have to be in a separate area.
In a separate compound.
A separate area. Like they can visit sometimes, but yeah.
Right. So they can get their fuck on.
So they can know shit about fuck.
Right. So they get that opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Which is so. Hey, did you see? Now this may not affect you. And Tim Wakefield died. Tim Wakefield, perhaps one of the greatest knuckleballers of all time, who pitched for the Boston Red Sox, died today. 50 57 years old.
How'd he die?
Like young man, had brain cancer.
Oh,
Yeah. Young
cancer
man.
is just like, I am finding out so many people who have cancer right now, like people that I personally know, and people who potentially have cancer and have to go through all of the, the testing to either confirm it or rule it out, and just fuck cancer.
Yeah, cancer's. So if you believe the hype, we're beating up cancer. I'm afraid not. Cancer's beating us up.
Well, I think the problem is that it may be, and again, I don't know shit about shit. I'm not a doctor, nor am I a researcher or any sort of scientist, surprisingly enough. But maybe there's like mutations, like they figure out how to kill this kind of cancer, but this kind of cancer mutates. And so the treatment doesn't work as well anymore.
I really I think a little of that, but I also think we just fucking, as human beings, as dumbass people, we get caught up in the hype and PR of let's attack breast cancer, let's attack colon cancer, and then we forget there's fucking 900,000 other cancers that are just knocking the shit out of people, right? So ball cancer is fucking horrible. And so is that the other thing that men have. What is that? Prostate cancer. Those fucking cancers are rampant, but you don't hear so much about them because the PR isn't as glamorous.
But isn't that mostly because men are not going to be like, hey, I had cancer in my balls, wear this ribbon?
Right. I think you're right, because men don't gather around to say, I was sick.
No, men are so protective about even saying anything negative about their balls that they don't want to admit that there's some sort of weakness in their bodies. This might be a slight generalization.
Listen, I could not stop a speeding train with my balls. I just want you to know now that I have much weakness. Kick me slightly and you'll see me bend over. I will fold like a house of cards. Yeah, I think I think it all goes, I think some of it goes back to men don't want to show that they are vulnerable in any sort of way. Chris, are you vulnerable?
My balls are.
Yeah, mine too. How are you feeling, Chris? I saw that you were not feeling well earlier in the week or a couple days ago.
I gotta go get some answers. I mean, it's one day throwing up in the shits, the next day I'm fine, next day throwing up, next day fine. It's something's wrong. Yeah. I mean, to the point that I missed bingo last night because I was throwing up. So
yeah,
but I was good enough to bowl this morning.
When you're missing bingo, I know that you are sick.
Yeah, I had the money. I was ready to go. So
Is it a bingo hall? Is it a Native American bingo place? Is it Christian bingo? What kind of bingo?
They allow everybody there. There's up here in the country, they're at the fire halls.
That was going to be my guess, at a fire hall.
Yeah.
Oh, a fire hall.
Oh yeah, that's what it is up here.
Oh, here we have just bingo halls. Well, there's only a couple of them, and of course the casinos here have bingo or the no, you know what? I don't think the casino does have bingo.
Yeah, they don't here.
No, you know what? Now I'm thinking about it. When we're in upstate New York, they had a lot of bingo halls.
The Racino up there at Saratoga had bingo.
Yeah, and the I think it was the Aquasasnes, or I think that's the Native American group up north of Syracuse. I think that it's the Aqua. Is that who built the casinos there? Is the Aquasasnes? Is that who that is? Jess, do you remember? They were so good to the area. Like
up in Rome and up in there?
Yeah. Remember that there was a casino in Syracuse or near Syracuse.
Turning Stone, Verona. It was in Verona.
Yeah, with those, I think those are the Aquasasne tribe.
I don't know, because I don't think I've ever heard that word before, so I think no.
You don't think it was the Akwesasne? I think
I
it
don't
was.
think so.
Well, maybe not.
Akwesasne.
Yeah, but they were fucking amazing to the surrounding community. They built roads and Jess, you looking it up?
I am.
Good luck spelling Akwesasne.
I'm not looking up aqua, whatever that is.
I think it's AWK. Akwesasne.
Akwesasne. It sounds like something that Hitler would do to water.
No. Oh, great, Chris. Watch.
It was the Oneidas.
Oh, the Oneida. They built the casino? Where are the Akwesasne from?
I don't know,
Maybe
Wally.
that's
I've
the
never.
name.
You keep saying that word like everybody just knows what it is.
Wait.
Yeah, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Aqua. I don't even know how to spell it.
See?
Of course the fuck you don't. You made it up.
No, I did not make it up. I did not make it up. Aqua. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, they're New York. The Akwesasnes, Mohawk Nation, Akwesasne, Mohawk National Territory, St. Lawrence River. Closer to Malone, New York, up in that area.
Oh.
Way up north, up near Ontario.
Okay.
Oh, the Malone Kasnazis. Okay.
On the Akwesasnes, they're the folks, I believe, who took over the bridge that connected Ontario to New York near Malone, Messina, and they put they were shooting down helicopters. This was many years ago. Okay, I didn't
think it was recent.
Yeah, I got my stuff down. Okay, so Akwesasne, real.
Well,
Jody bought a car.
Oh, what kind of car?
She bought a brand new Subaru yesterday.
Wow.
A Subaru Outback. She traded in her old Outback and got a new Outback, and it's so
Excellent.
handsome.
Is it?
It's very nice.
What color?
It is sort of a copper bronzy color. It's
Interesting.
it's sort of a not bright, maybe more on the reddish side of that color, but it's rather nice. It's very nice, and the nice thing is when you don't keep your car so long, you get a good trade in. So it's nice to be able to trade in the car and then have reasonable payments.
Yeah.
To go through, because fucking car and with the auto strike on right now, I would not want to be trying to find car parts in about 3 months.
Yeah.
If your car is now not running right, get you something. Get you some parts now. Get it fixed now, because it's going to be a bad thing.
You know what? I want to talk about a potential sponsor who I've brought up before, and Chris is going to be like, "Fuck them."
A real sponsor?
Well, I mean, no, but I would like them to be, because they just keep impressing me. And again, I know
T-Mobile?
Chris is going to disagree. T-Mobile.
Fuck them.
T-Mobile.
Because I got a letter earlier this week from T-Mobile saying, hey, you have the insurance on your phone, and we just want to let you know your insurance is now better. And here are all the ways it's better. And one of the things it mentioned was $29 screen replacement. And all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. Remember when I broke my screen on moving day? And I had to go, and I went to the T-Mobile store, and the guy was like, if we replace your phone, you're going to lose everything on it. So you have to go get the screen fixed. Well, I went and paid $100 to get a new screen put on my phone because I was so desperate. And in the midst of everything I was going through, it never occurred to me that I had insurance on my phone and that it might cover the screen replacement. But at this point, it's been 6 months. So I call T-Mobile and I'm like, hey, I just got this letter and it reminded me and blah, blah, blah. Here's what happened. Is it too late? Would it have been covered? And if so, is it too late for me to get that refunded before I go digging around trying to find the receipt? And she goes, oh, absolutely. I can see you had the coverage. It's not too late. Let's just do some math here. Okay, here's a $71 credit. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Shut the front door.
And I was like, you don't need me to find the receipt or anything? And she's like, no, ma'am, they should have told you at the T-Mobile store and they should have taken care of it for you, and they didn't. And we are so sorry for any inconvenience. Your bill for next month will be $30.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that is outstanding.
Yeah.
That is amazingly outstanding.
Every time I call them, I don't know why I'm still surprised, because every time I call them for anything, they immediately like go over the top good service.
Do you think they know who you are? That's why.
Do you really think that would be the case, Wally?
I mean, it's possible your number shows up. They go, uh-oh.
We don't want her to write another firmly worded letter.
I know. Put on your smile face. It's her. That would be it's somewhere. They must have, when your number flashes, not yours, but if certain people are complete assholes.
I'm positive that's in the notes.
I would assume that it flashes as soon as my phone will go like, oh.
Because listen, when I've had to call with like real problems and maybe one person can't handle the thing or the call gets disconnected or whatever, you call back and they go, oh yes, I can see in the notes that you talked to Mary on this date and here's what you were told. So they absolutely put in the notes if you're a dick.
So here, now I'm going to get us canceled right now.
Okay.
A little bit. But it sounds like you're probably getting a call center or you're talking to people in North America.
Yeah.
Because I get the feeling that when you call a international call center, there are no fucking notes.
No, probably not.
And well, I'm going to say this for two reasons, maybe, because you're not getting the same call center each time where the native language could be completely fucking different.
Right.
So one note could be in, I don't know, Hindi, and another note could be in Spanish, and another note could be, so they can't keep notes. But if you get a fucking call center that's, a North American or where English might be the language of the first language, you get notes that people can decipher.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I call, or not when I call, but when I do online tech support, you can so tell that they're using translation stuff.
And they're using copy and paste.
They're using copy and paste.
I don't like to use that online. Like, as much as I don't want to talk to any other human beings ever, I hate using that online chat because
you're right.
Almost unfailingly, they take one word out of what you said and find the closest copy and paste answer that actually has nothing to do with what your problem is and give you that and go, okay, have a nice day. Is there anything else I can help you with?
You are so correct.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely correct. And you're like, what the fuck? I said cookie, and now you're talking to me about a baking show. What the fuck are you talking about? What is going on here?
Yeah.
You're right. So there's something to be said for having a call center where you can speak with the person. Man, I fucking hate sounding like this right now, but no, I don't hate sounding like this. It's fucking true. When I call a call center, I wanted to speak to somebody that can understand me and I can understand them. Mm-hmm. This isn't about me not being able to understand somebody else's version of English or their learned English. It's also about them being able to understand my learned English. Mm-hmm. And if they can't understand me, how the fuck are they going to be able to help me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We sit there the whole time going, huh? What? What'd you say? Huh?
Yeah.
And it's like 10 minutes of that until you finally go, fuck this, and hang up.
And I think a lot of companies may count on that. Like, obviously, if they're using a call center overseas, it's because of cost savings. And also, those are the same companies that are going to make it nearly impossible to contact them in any other way, or even to find that number to get to the call center.
Oh, yeah.
They make it nearly impossible because they don't want you to be able to contact them. Have you ever tried to contact Facebook when you've had a problem with something on one of your on anything?
No, I have not, because you can't.
Mm-mm.
I've heard horrible. I tried to cancel Sirius XM because it was I'm getting a new car as well, but I'm getting a 2021. My car has died.
Chris, are you hearing how much money these people have? Just
yes, I am.
Buying new cars,
No.
having them parked in front of the guest house.
Listening them away.
No, I'm getting a 3-year-old car, a 2021, so it'll be 3 years old. So I'm getting a whatever it is, a used vehicle. And
so Jody's Birkenstock vehicle, that was new?
Yeah, Jody's Birkenstock vehicle is new.
Okay.
And so I am so because on my vehicle, a part went, something called a supercharger, which I believe the vehicle has 2 of them. To replace the supercharger is $5,000. Now my car has 200,000 miles on it, my vehicle, my Volvo. So it needs a timing belt, which is about $2,500 to change, and the serpentine, and then the supercharger is around $5,000 because the part costs about $3,000 itself, and the labor is 12 hours at $150 an hour. Blah blah blah.
Yeah. So
when you're looking at about $7,000 before getting new tires, is another $1,200. Yada yada. You're saying, going to cost me fucking $10,000 almost to keep the car on the road.
Yeah.
So let me trade in. I fortunately got a $5,000 trade in on it, which I was very lucky.
Yeah.
Considering it needs so much work. So I decided to get a used vehicle as well. So I had to cancel my Sirius XM off that vehicle. You can do almost everything else online with Sirius XM. This changer, if you want to pay more and upgrade, click here. If you want to cancel, call the 866 or whatever fucking number.
So they can try to talk you out of it.
Oh, and wait and wait and wait and finally get somebody. And then these fucks, and this happens with all kinds of companies, these fucks say, we can drop your price from $24.99 a month to $8.99 a month for 1 year.
Why didn't you do that in the first place?
Why the fuck weren't you giving me the $8.99 to begin with? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Mm-hmm. And the honest part of that is I had gotten the rate reduction previously at $8.99, and it didn't happen for 3 months, and you just get so fucking pissed. I say, fuck them.
The number of people I know who intentionally call SiriusXM and say I'm going to cancel just to get their bill dropped, like. Everybody I know who uses Sirius does that.
Yeah. Me too. And then it didn't happen. So I said, fucking call them again. So I canceled Fubo as well. Fubo, the same fucking thing. And when it becomes less expensive to have regular cable than Fubo, that's clothes or shoes or something. Fubo. The fucking world has gone crazy. Mm-hmm. What used to be like a lightweight streaming app now costs more than fucking cable.
That's
fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Like I also recently canceled Apple TV because it went up $20 a month. Fuck you. Mm-hmm. Done. Mm-hmm. I am not paying all this for. And the thing is, well, all these streaming things. I don't know how much streaming you have. Is it
only streaming?
Yeah, I only have streaming too. But when you sign up, it's $7.99, right?
I feel like
a year.
Netflix has gone up every few years, but not by more than $1 or $2. And still, I feel like it's a pretty good deal for what it is. Yeah. But
they all feel that way.
But the other ones, I don't know, because Netflix, I pay this amount, whatever it is, $15 or whatever. And I get no commercials on any of the stuff that I watch on Netflix.
Thumbs up.
Hulu, there's the free where you get tons of commercials, but then there's the paid level where you're still getting some commercials.
Yes.
Why? Why am I giving you money and still getting commercials? Peacock, why am I giving you money and still getting commercials? Like, what the fuck? And doesn't Sirius have commercials now too? And that was their whole thing back in the beginning, was that the reason you would pay to listen to the radio is because there are no commercials.
I listen so little to Sirius. Mostly I listen to the NPR channel. I listen to NPR channel, and I listen to Howard Stern, and I listen to what's his face, the big goofy redhead.
I'm not on Sirius.
No, you're not goofy. The big goofy redhead from Harvard. Who's that? Had a TV show.
Conan?
He has a good podcast.
Conan,
yes. The big goofy redhead from Harvard. Conan. Yes, I listen to Conan, and then I listen to MSNBC, a little bit of Fox, and those do have commercials, but from the TV. But now I'm canceling it because I don't fucking care anymore. I don't want to pay out my asshole and make it bleed so I can listen to these fucks. I just don't. But you get caught up in it. You think like, oh, what a great deal. Before you know it, you get 10 of these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I have to remember to cancel Peacock before it renews again because I'm not using it.
Yeah. Well, and as soon as you say cancel, you're going to get a note that says, oh, why don't you stay and keep it? Here's a code you can save and we'll knock you down to this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why don't they give you that price to begin with? It's like whenever a store goes belly up, files for like Bed Bath and Beyond, I liked Bed Bath and Beyond because I like gizmos and gadgets and things, but fucking everything was so expensive. Like, really? Do I need a fucking lemon zester that costs $12?
And then they're going out of business, and that lemon zester was $1.50.
Right. Yeah. Or so when they did go out of business, the thing I bought the most of, I went in and bought that were on sale was Scrub Daddies.
Really? I love those.
Oh, I like Scrub Daddies.
If I were to love a cleaning product, it would be Scrub Daddies.
Yeah, Scrub Daddies are pretty God blessed awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I went and got the Scrub Daddies because they had a sale on Scrub Daddies. Like you get 3 in a box, and I think it was $3.99 or something.
Can we get them to sponsor us, or is Chris going to shit on Scrub Daddies now? Hello?
Chris passed out.
Hello? Christopher.
What happened to Chris?
Chris.
Did it mute by accident? I'm sorry. I'm sitting here talking, and I'm wondering what the fuck.
Well, that's what the fuck.
Weird. There you go.
I figured you fell asleep.
No such luck.
No, you do sound. You should maybe take the day off. You sound not good.
Why? I don't feel great. That would be it.
Well, I would say if there was a medal for the guy who shows up who doesn't feel good today, you would get it.
I would get it.
Mm-hmm.
You could get that on your license plate. Like it'd be the Purple Heart. There'd be the Medal of Honor, and then there'd be the guy who didn't feel good but showed up to work on your license plate. It'd be nice. Oh yeah, I changed my license plate too.
Every man would ask for that license plate.
I would get the participation participation trophy license plate, just because everybody could have it.
Yeah, anybody can have that. Oh, participation trophy. Cheyenne, the daughter, was out with the boy, and they got a moose today. They shot them a moose.
Wow.
Up in northern Maine. Yes. Cheyenne did not actually shoot the moose. She was the spotting person, and it was their last day hunting, and it dressed out at 780 pounds or something.
Damn.
I know. It's like 500 pounds of meat. Like, what the fuck are you doing with 500 pounds of meat? And where do you keep it?
What? It never occurred to me that you would eat moose. I've never heard of somebody saying that they eat moose. Like until this moment, that's never even been a thought that crossed my mind that you would eat. Do you eat it in do you eat moose steaks?
Yeah, I think they eat moose steaks and moose sausage and whatever you
venison.
I think whatever you'd make out of horses, you'd make.
Or you can when they're finally done, there's moose knuckles. If you wanted to eat one.
Now those I've heard of.
Okay.
I don't know what a moose knuckle is.
It's like a camel toe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm with you now.
Mhm.
I forgot it was Chris who brought up that topic.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I should have known it had something to do with the vaginal area.
Yeah, when the dead guy brings something up, there's going to be, pussy involved somehow.
Well, yeah, but you probably could use the antlers for like hard-on powder. There's probably something to do with that too.
Oh, something new.
Yeah, so yeah, she got the moose, and there's the obligatory picture of them in their camo clothing and camo hats, knelt down by the moose, looking a lot like Don Jr. out in the savannah hunting, doing the Trump hunt, whatever they're hunting. Yeah, but she's pretty stoked about it. My daughter has gone from, she's so weird. She's gone from hating the outdoors, not really loving the outdoors, moving to California because she didn't like Maine winters, to now she's up in fucking northern Maine where it's cold right now, outdoors hunting grouse and moose. She was hunting grouse yesterday.
How did that change happen?
Well, think about, all I can think of whenever I hear grouse is the Three Stooges. And I think it was Curly saying, "Look at the grouse! Look at the grouse!" They're like partridge. They're birds.
Oh, okay.
That you shoot. Yeah, I don't know how it happened, Jess, but she went from. But if you remember, when she was young, she was an outdoor girl. When she was a little.
All I remember from that she liked when she was little was Glitto.
She loved Glitto. Mm-hmm. She did love Glitto. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she liked the outdoors. I mean, so when my daughter was 3, it would not be unusual to see her out in the driveway, pants down around her ankles, taking a piss in the driveway. Because boys do it, and she was going to do it too.
Okay.
So she'd be peeing in the driveway.
I've never done it in the driveway.
Busy street.
You've never peed in the driveway, Chris?
No, I would at least be discreet and pee on the side of the house on the electrical box or something. But no, not in the middle of the driveway.
Smart. I too have never peed in the driveway.
I have.
Really?
I sometimes in the morning stand in the garage at the edge of the garage when it opens up when it's still dark outside, and I piss right in the driveway. But nobody.
You've got all these holes inside of your house with running water. I don't know why you would do that.
Well, you know what it is that you walk outside and that chill, you know how it is, Chris, the chill hits you and all of a sudden you go, oh, I got to piss.
I have never gotten to chill and thinking, Jesus Christ, I got to pull out my rod and fucking drain it. I've never once
Let's
gotten
not exaggerate the rod size.
Okay. I've never pulled out my incher and then
Chris is double fisting in some manner.
God.
It was so unwieldy. I near fell over.
My titanium cock. As I placed it in both of my hands and on its holding stand.
You've got like one of those golf seats that the folks bring to a golf game. It's just enough to hold the cup your ass, and you flop it, plump, hold it up there. It sticks into the ground like a little tripod.
They are wonderful. They're wonderful. I've taken a shit on one of those.
Well, that I can see. That I do believe that it's more likely that you would take a shit outdoors than a piss.
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah, I believe that is
the way my stomach works. You are correct.
Yeah, I would believe that. I pee outside all the time.
I think that is, and here's me making another sweeping generalization about men, but there is something about men that makes, I don't know, gives them some kind of joy peeing outside. Whereas women, if women do it, it's generally more out of just necessity. Men are like, what? Right. I can pee on something? Let me go do it now. Let me commence the peeing on things.
Let the peeing begin.
Let the peeing begin.
Yeah, I don't pee on stuff. But I think part of the peeing stuff for men outdoors is men plan very badly.
Well, that's true.
So I will be working outside and doing stuff. And I know I had to go pee before I went outside to start working. And an hour later, I've really got to pee. So I just say, fuck it, I'm pissing right here.
Mm.
And you just go with it. And because I live in the sticks, like I wouldn't be doing that if I, living in a cul-de-sac. I wouldn't be out in the front yard of the cul-de-sac taking a piss. Hey, Bob, Janet, how are you?
Like Cousin Eddie emptying the shitter.
Shitter's full.
No, I wouldn't be doing. But you can't see. I can stand on my front porch. Cars can be going by, and I can piss, and no one would see me pissing.
My neighbors across the street. I have a few neighbors who let their dogs out off leash, and it annoys the shit out of me.
Really?
Yeah, it's just when it's this close and there are people out walking their dogs and stuff, it's just not safe. I mean, aside from the leash law that is in existence and the fact that they have a fenced yard in the back, there's no reason to let your dog off leash in the front yard. But the people directly across the street, they put up these scarecrows last week, and they put them up like across in front of a tree that's in their front yard. So they're all pointed directly at me. The first morning I got up and I opened the front windows and I was like, who the hell's looking at my house? Oh, it's scarecrows. And then every morning I see them and I'm like, make them look somewhere else. So the other day I just happened to be walking past the window and I see that they have let their dog out in the front yard, and he immediately runs down, knocks over the scarecrow on the end and pees on it. I laughed so hard. Made my whole day.
Listen, don't you just want to run over though and just take like a dildo and stick it in the pant of the scarecrow, and then people driving by and it looks like a guy just sitting there with his dick hanging out. It would be so fantastic.
If we were on a busier street, that would be hilarious.
Go prank them. Do it. Yeah, we don't have. I used to put up scarecrows and stuff, but people really can't see it from the street. And I think I've told you before. I think we've been in the house for 22 years. Mm-hmm. We've had one trick or treater in 22 years.
Yeah,
we're too far off the road. We're 600 or so feet off the road, and people just don't want to. Kids are lazy. They don't want to come up that long driveway for a Snickers bar, because it with their luck, they're thinking it's going to be a fun size bar.
And I imagine out where you are, probably there's like a central location to take kids to trick or treat.
There isn't, you know what? There isn't really where I am.
Like they do a thing at the community center over here, but then they also go door to door.
No, we don't have that. The place to go here is about 5 miles from here. There's a trailer park. And that's where you take the kids, or you drive into the city 25 minutes and go there. But listen, for a fun size Snickers or a fucking midget, do they still call them midget Tootsie Rolls? Or are they just little baby Tootsie Rolls?
I don't know.
I think they're midgies, aren't they?
Yeah,
I think they took the T out.
So they just call them midgies. Midge and Madge. So midgie, who wants to go out and fucking get like a few of those and the little 3-pack of sweet tarts? And fuck that.
I don't know. I have not had candy in my house for trick-or-treaters in years, but at my old house
this year.
What's that?
I think you're probably going to have to this year, right?
No.
In your new neighborhood?
No, because you just turn your light off. You turn your porch light off, and then they won't come to the door. Because I don't want every time somebody walks up to the house, the dogs are going to go nuts. Like I don't want to deal with it. Also, I don't want to have bags and bags of candy in the house. So I just don't participate. But at my old house, I was on a main street. First of all, I was on a busy road. So you would see kids walking by, but they knew the light rule. But my next door neighbor on either side had 9-year-old girls. And so what I started doing was just getting a little bit of candy and putting it in little bags and just giving it to them. And then that's my participation in Halloween. I'm done.
Yeah. See, what I want to do is just go out and buy one of the fun packs, the $9.89 and the big bag of all kinds of,
and those bags, that's outrageous.
Here's 8
kinds that's fucked up.
Yeah. But you know what? You take that, you dump it in the kid's sack. I'll dump it in Daphne's Halloween sack. Done. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to use gas money. Nothing. You just take the whole thing, cut the top, and go, hey, where's your trick-or-treat sack? Oh, here you go. Done. Trick-or-treat is done. Not going anywhere, not freezing your ass off, not raining. And the last couple of years it was raining, but I think she's going to want to go this year because the COVID took away that kind of shit from kids, right?
Yeah.
And it is sort of one of those rights because they don't do that shit in school anymore. Like there's so much you can't do in school anymore.
Yeah.
For all kinds of reasons. So Daphne has a birthday party. Now, back in the day when I was in school, you brought an invitation and you gave it to the kids you wanted to go to your party. So if there were 6 kids or 7 kids in your class of 25, you gave out those 6 and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that shit anymore.
You have to give them to everybody.
You either have to give them to everybody or you give them to nobody, and you have to get you have to go through this whole fucking thing and try to get a parent contact, and because you don't want kids to get their feelings hurt. Fuck that. I'm sorry, but fuck that. Life is real. You're not going to get invited to every fucking party on the planet. Jeez, I can't believe they didn't invite me to go to space. What the fuck? I mean, you don't get invited to everything.
Mm.
That's so and it's a better lesson to learn when you're 8 than it is to when you're 28 and you fucking end up on YouTube as a Karen.
I mostly agree with you, but also, not only was I bullied as a kid, but there were kids who were way more bullied than me. And I could see how in some situations, somebody would have a party and invite everybody in the class except one kid.
Yeah.
That's shitty. It's so shitty.
It absolutely is. But it is the way of the world. It doesn't change. Because you get 40, that doesn't change.
Yeah, well, that's true.
It doesn't change.
It's just harder to bully me now.
Well, you might not get bullied anyway. You may have now.
People still try. Those same bitches that were.
Shut up, Jess.
They still try.
Yeah, of course they do. But now you get to select your own group of friends. Mm-hmm. You're not forced into a room with these people or those.
Unless you go to work.
Unless you go to work, but you're and if you're an experienced bully, yeah, right. Then you know how to handle the bulliers as an older person, right? And it does. Maybe it doesn't fucking. Maybe it still hurts, but it's a different kind, and hopefully your adult side kicks in. And
yeah, I mean, your boss isn't going to be like, you can't go to work with only 2 of your coworkers and not invite the other 10.
Right. I'm sorry, but we're all going out for drinks after work, but fuck you, don't show up because there's only enough hors d'oeuvres for the 8 of us. Mm-hmm. We don't want you going. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just think it's better to get those lessons. I think it is. Who the fuck knows? I'm sure there are psychologists all over the country who would say, that guy's a fucking idiot. And I might be.
I mean, I don't know that there's any way to ensure that kids don't get bullied and kids don't get left out and kids don't like have the party and invite the whole class and still leave that poor one kid over in a corner by himself, not playing with anybody. Like, it's still going to happen.
Some of the reasons are also have to do with some of the stuff here is the inability of schools or the inability of people in general to incorporate new religions and new ethnic traditions into schools.
Cultural.
So one of the reasons they got rid of Christmas at school and got rid of Halloween is because there was a lot of Muslim kids now in school. And so I have no idea what Halloween had to do with. I just don't know. I don't know the reasoning, but the reasoning was because these kids, this new group of kids, it's foreign to them. And well, of course it's foreign to them. They're from another fucking country. So there's this word that we've all been using for fucking a few hundred years called assimilate. That word, which means you come and you learn the tradition. So like me, if I were to go to France, I'd learn French. I wouldn't expect the motherfuckers in France to learn English to accommodate my motherfucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
And if they eat fucking whatever they eat, I'm going to learn to eat it, right? But I'm also going to learn their traditions. Doesn't mean I have to do it, but I might learn it.
That's all you need. Just croissant.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say croissant.
No, I know. You're going to be up there. Yeah, can I have one of them
Croissant?
Can I have a crescent roll? Yeah. I'm not going to say, I don't know if I say croissant or not. There are certain words that I'm a little, like I am not going to say like the news channels do. Whenever they get to a Latin name or a name of Hispanic origin, and they put on their fucking ridiculous Hispanic accent.
I saw a meme actually earlier today that said it showed a woman like dancing, and it said white women whenever they've said gracias at a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I saw that too. I saw that one too. Because if you at all listen to, so I listen to all kinds of, if you listen to Spanish speaking news, they don't suddenly throw on an English accent when they say Bob White. They don't. You know, they just don't do that. They just go on with it and they keep in their own act. I don't fucking understand. What do you think you're accomplishing by doing that?
I have never
how come
understood.
They don't say Akbar's name with a fucking Akbar accent? They don't.
No, and they don't. No, but you've got the woman on Channel 4 here going, you know, and 3 people were killed in Montgomery County last night. I'm Linda Lopez, WRC
Right.
News. It's like, oh my God.
They do it here too. They say their name and they're like, what the fuck? What you are not, I don't know what you're trying to preserve there. Are you trying to preserve your ethnicity?
And, you know, and you want to go down and meet her and say, gosh, you know, I knew you when you were Linda Lopez.
But now you're Linda Lopez. Yeah,
And
I don't understand it.
And there's a Golden Girls episode that has that in it. That they go down and they're talking to Enrique Mas at the TV station.
I don't. Oh, was she dating Enrique Mas?
No. She was trying to work at the TV station.
Oh.
And he wouldn't give her a job because she was too old. And she says, no. That's not Enrique Mas. That's you know, somebody else talking to you. That's Enrique Mas who wants to get onto the network, but I'm your friend Enrique.
I thought it was one of Blanche's boyfriends.
The funniest thing he said, do you know what it's like being a Cuban trying to get on TV? Who was my role model? Ricky Ricardo?
Basically.
I don't buy into any. I think that shit's bullshit. I think it's insulting to people who are of whatever ethnicity they're trying to accommodate. They just don't.
Unless they are that ethnicity themselves when they're saying it. Like if Linda Lopez wants to say her name with a Hispanic accent, a Mexican accent. Okay.
Well, what's next? Should everybody who's of Irish accent say their name in an Irish accent?
Sure.
And if you're English, you can say it in an English, or if you're
absolutely,
if you're Iranian, you say it Iranian.
Yes.
I think that's bullshit.
It hurts no one.
I don't think it hurts. I think it's pretentious and fucking viciously, just fucking self-indulgent.
Okay.
It just makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Well, maybe you should make fun of them.
It's
maybe
another.
You should,
I am going.
What I'm saying, you should go on TV. You should get a job up there at the local, local affiliate, and then go ahead and read a news story, whatever it may be, and at the end of it, go WNFV News. Okay.
You think I should go like?
Yes, absolutely, like the Taliban rally call. That's exactly it.
T-Mobile's never going to sponsor us now.
No, not a chance. Not a chance.
They might. I mean, I think their whole board. I think their board of directors is probably mostly white men.
Probably.
Canadian white men at that.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just I don't know. It doesn't really. It does bother me. It bothers me to the extent that it's so unimportant and superficial.
It really is so unimportant to be bothered by.
But it adds nothing to the. It's further isolating too. It's saying I am this. I am not what you are. I am what I am. Like, well, who cares what you are? I just want you to fucking say the news. I don't fucking care where you come from.
Okay.
I just want you to do a good job.
Okay.
That's all I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
You okay? You all right, Wally?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right, but it's pretentious as fuck.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck where you're from. I just want you to tell me the stock market numbers. That's all I want. I want to hear that.
Would too.
And I want to hear the government shutdown. And then the rest of it can shut the Linda Lopez up.
And those, what about, so we see you saw Dianne Feinstein died?
Mm-hmm.
Who was fucking a pioneering woman. And then you look at the women who are in Congress now. Oh, we got Lauren, Philia Boebert. And
God,
you got
what an attractive grandmother.
Is it unbelievable so she ran on family values and she's a 36-year-old grandmother. All I'm saying is, if you're a 36-year-old grandmother, there may be some issues in your family values.
Hey, look. Just because she likes to fuck doesn't mean she's not going to be great on the Hill. Okay? It's fine.
Well, apparently she was good on the Hill.
Apparently.
she took care of it. But as I've seen this, she was giving that guy a handy in the theater. I don't think you can do that. Look what happened to Paul Rubens. He was giving himself a handy and he got banished from Hollywood.
Well, but it was a handy inside of a dirty theater. Now, this is somebody giving a hand job to somebody else while watching a live production of Cats. It's totally different.
Not Cats. What was it? It was a kids show. What was it? I don't even know the show.
It was a kids show?
Yeah.
What, Miss Sally's Schoolyard?
No, what is the name of it? I actually think I'm going to go back and look at the Night Vision Pictures video. I think you can see kids like just to the left of her.
I'm going to go watch the video again.
Handy. Huh?
I'm going to go watch it again.
Yeah, because I think
I've already watched it 14 times.
The news has it on every news channel has it on constantly.
Still?
Yeah, they're still fucking showing it, especially when there's the shutdown news. Then they got to continue showing it. Do you ever watch Morning Joe?
I try not to. I can't stand Micah. Or Mika or whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah, she's a little hard to take because she's got that very liberal. I'm so much better.
You go.
She's a very much that kind of.
See, now Mika has her liberal bullshit.
Well, it's okay to have liberal bullshit, but not to wear it again like that. And living off. I mean, she's a pretty bright woman, but her father was a fucking genius. Mr. Brzezinski was a genius man. She's just so. She gives liberals a bad name because of her pious attitude about bullshit, and I don't like it. There's something else I don't like.
Wow,
I don't like that either. There's a lot I don't like today, Jess.
I'm seeing that.
I really don't like a lot of stuff. Oh, so I don't think Daphne can hear us. She's getting her hair highlighted Tuesday.
Does she not know?
Does she know it?
No, she doesn't know. But she's been wanting it for quite some time.
Oh.
So I'm taking her on Tuesday. And she's
that's
gonna be
nice.
Well, so I bring it up just because. Do you think it's too young for that kind of shit? Being 10.
I don't think it matters.
See, you don't think it matters?
It's not permanent.
Well, it's not permanent, but so it's the same thing. Like if she said she wanted to wear eyeshadow, I would be so against that. And if she said, "Oh, I want to wear eyeshadow and makeup," and glitz up a little bit,
I don't
She's
know because
kid, so I don't get a say.
I was told I wasn't allowed to wear makeup until I was whatever age, but I was absolutely doing it behind my parents' back, much younger. I don't remember when I started doing it, but I was absolutely sneaking makeup to school in my backpack and putting it on in the bathroom when I got to school.
10?
I don't know if I was 10, but maybe around there, 11, 12 at least.
Yeah, I don't know how I don't know how I feel. I don't know what I think about that. I wish you guys had kids. So you could like, I think you get a different perspective on that shit.
Probably.
You wish I had kids? You want to go find some? Look in any drain pipe. I've got a few down there.
No, I think there's a perspective that maybe you get, maybe not. But I think there's
I
new
don't
things.
personally think it's that big a deal, though. Like, I've seen some little girls who have their hair dyed pink or purple or like just a streak of it or something.
That is playful. I find that to be playful.
Well, this is the same thing, and it's just highlights, right? It's not like she's completely changing to a different color, which I'm not sure I would think it was a big deal. But
correct.
But I don't think it's that big a deal.
Yeah, no, I just don't know. I don't know. If I don't know if it is going to make her feel like that makes her older, so she can do older things.
Maybe.
So there's such a weird sort of stretch of road here that she's going to get into at 10. I remember when Cheyenne hit those ages. I remember Cheyenne wanted so badly to wear lipstick when she was like 12, and I was so no. Lip gloss is okay.
She's probably doing it anyway.
She used to take chapstick and put it on thick enough. She'd get red chapstick so she'd get a little red on her lip.
But then you know what? Also, I can't even compare it to when I was a kid because I didn't have access to the thing kids have access to now.
Well, you didn't have access to it, and you didn't have fucking this other constant fucking brutalization of kids by media sources.
Yeah.
Which is fucking, and let me tell you, one of the main reasons
and predators having access to kids.
Right.
Yeah.
And one of the main reasons why we moved is because when Cheyenne got into I believe it was the seventh grade, there were 2 or 3 girls in the 7th grade who were pregnant.
Wow.
And so with that knowledge, you're going like, fuck no, you're not gussying up at all. Mm-hmm. Because if the ugly girls are getting pregnant, the pretty girls are going to get pregnant too. I say that only jokingly. I don't know if they're ugly. I didn't know who they were. But the kids end up putting their pictures online, and then they end up getting fucking, harassed by assholes. And man,
does Daphne have social media?
None.
Okay.
No, she doesn't have a cell phone either.
Okay.
No cell phone, but I know that her mom's gonna get her on her, and that's, again, I have no say in this shit, right? I just have a certain feeling about the stuff. Mm-hmm. It's not my place. I mean, they're raising the kid, not me. Mm-hmm. So I don't get a say. But I'm not sure at 10 or 11 you should fucking be taking those fucking pursed lip pictures of yourself and putting them online. The whatever that fish lips is or
duck
whatever
face?
It is they do. Yeah, the duck face. Right. Yeah, that's the one. I'm not sure you should be doing that.
As far as highlights in the hair go, I mean, do you see it as something different than like getting ears pierced?
She doesn't have her ears pierced either, but no, I don't.
Because either way, all that is decoration.
Yeah, I think ear piercing is just decoration too. I think that's
what both the highlights in your hair is just decoration.
I think there's certain rites of passage that little girls probably go through. I know Cheyenne went through rites of passage, and ear piercing is one of them, and contacts was one for her as well. And I think that highlighting, however, is more of a notice me sort of thing.
Not any more so than jewelry. No.
Well, I think so more so than a pierced ear, because that's you're only covered by hats and hair. No one's seeing that, unless you're wearing Chiquita hoops,
big earrings.
Yeah, no, she didn't have Chica hoops. The big giant hoops that you'd see.
But even just pretty dangly earrings, those show up. It's just decoration.
I guess a little bit.
It's just I don't think it's any different, personally.
Maybe not. Maybe not. You may be right, Des. Not a lot of funny today.
No.
We've been very serious today. But you know what? So what? Sometimes you're serious.
I think it's because Chris isn't feeling good.
Yeah,
maybe.
My concern for Chris is showing by my serious.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it is?
No, I did see that you were sick, and I was concerned. Look, I brought it up, didn't I? Fuck.
You did. You did. Let me tell you how many times I've brought it up in the last
fucking
2
Maryland and put a cold cloth on you?
Yeah, actually, put a little bit of Noxzema on my tuchus and see how I'm doing.
Noxzema?
I'm not sure you want Noxzema on your asshole. I think
like I said, I'm not feeling well. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm thinking Noxzema is probably not a good place to for your ass to have Noxzema on it.
All right.
Not a. I don't know what do you have a rash?
Maybe WD-40.
Well, that you need a power bottom. If you are a power bottom, then maybe the WD-40 would be necessary.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Do you have a rash? Do you need the A&D ointment? Is that what it is?
No, I have no rash yet. We'll see what's happening later.
Yeah, I'm feeling so. What do you do during these? Have you made a doctor's appointment? What do you do during these times of sickness?
No, not yet. I need to. I just, the other day was bad when I was driving out to Columbus. I had to pull over at an antique store because I thought, now I know that place and the bathroom's going to be clean. And I go in there, nobody around, sit down on the toilet, have a red sheets bag in front of me and start yakking into it. I mean, and the minute I started yakking, people started coming in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, fuck. And they immediately left. Thank God.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's bad. I mean, it's like fucking just throwing up straight liquid. It's
bad. That doesn't sound good. And it sounds like you should not be waiting any longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. It'll be this week. I'll go somewhere.
Henry, I'll go somewhere. Yeah. Oh, welcome. My name is Vito. Come in. You're somewhere. Hello. You're somewhere. No, I'm not a doctor, but I'll take care of you. Here, drink this. I took Henry to the vet Friday. I took the day off Friday and from work, and because I was taking Henry to the vet, and I said, I'll take the day. It's kind of a nice day. And I get to the vet at 9:00 on Friday, at 10 of 9, because I am a proponent of get there early.
Mm-hmm.
I got there. I brought Henry over, weighed him. He weighs 76 pounds. He's a good sturdy dog. And Dulcie, the person at the counter, Dulcie says, "Oh, hi, Wally. How are you?" She goes, "Are you here for your appointment?" I said, "Yeah, I am. And I'm early." And she goes, "Oh, you're not early." I said, "What?" "No, your appointment was for 8." Now, here's what I have to tell you. I spoke to Dulcie on Thursday, the day before, when I confirmed I will be there.
You didn't put it in your phone.
At 8. No, guess what? They sent me a text that said, "See you at 8." And I completely just looked at it and said, "See ya." I saw it was a vet. I said, I never read it. Again, to remind myself, nothing. Cheyenne sent me a note because she got the same text, because she brought him to the vet last time. So her phone was on file too. She sent me, forwarded it to me, the same text saying, "See Henry at 8." No. I got there at 9. It doesn't matter how many times you remind me. I suck at keeping appointments.
Were they able to get you in and see Henry anyway?
No, Henry will be going back on the 15th or the 12th or sometime in October. He's going back.
Did they charge you anyway?
No.
Well, that's nice.
No. They didn't charge me at all, which is not. No, because I'm a frequent flyer at the vet.
Yeah,
they're making good money off my vet visits. Yeah, sometimes I feel that Jess, you go to the vet. Chris, do you go to the vet much with pets?
No, not at all. No.
So I go to the vet, and
they come here.
Really?
Yeah, because we got all the cows and shit.
Oh, right. Yeah. We have a large animal vet too for our horse.
No, I used to have a vet come to the house for the dog that I had before the 2 I have now, Moxie. She was terrified of the vet, and she would get fear aggressive. So when she needed her shots, I had a vet come here.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
That is some kind of service.
Yep.
Well, what I was going to say is, Jess, do you notice when you go to the vet that they offer so many new shots and immunizations and this worm and that worm? when I'm there, I said, well, we want to test for this worm. We want to test for that worm. We want to test for the Lyme and the this and the that and that. Say, why are we testing for Lyme disease? If he's getting the fucking shot to not get Lyme disease, why do I fucking got to pay $65 every time he comes for the shot and then another $65 to test him to see if he's got it? You test him before to see if he's got it. And if he doesn't, you give him a shot so he won't get it. What the there are so many new charges, and my vet is now part of a national sort of veterinary program.
That's why you're getting all the extra stuff.
Well, they used to do it before too, because when I brought Henry last year, they wanted to give Henry a flu shot. I said, what? I'm not giving Henry a flu shot.
My vet has never offered a flu shot to my dogs.
No, I'm not giving him a fucking flu shot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's certain stuff I understand. The parvo, the kennel stuff, the stuff you need. If you're
rabies, the distemper, there is one that I wasn't familiar with that they brought up a couple of years ago when I first started going to this new vet. But it turns out when I went back and checked, I had been getting that shot for them. I just didn't know it.
And what was it? Do you remember?
Lepto something.
Yeah.
And when I was like, well, what is it and how, like, why is there a vaccination for it? And I believe that was the one they said actually they could transmit to people. And I was like, yeah, give them the shot. Go ahead. Give it to them.
Yeah. I don't want to. That would suck if you caught something from your dog.
Yeah. In the beginning of COVID, they were saying that you could get COVID from dogs. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to die.
Yeah. Fuck. Didn't you have a cat that had
diabetes?
Diabetes.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember, but I think
she was diagnosed when I was working with you, and she was only a year old, and cats don't generally get diabetes until they're old and, 13, 14, 15 years old. So they didn't know what even to tell me to expect as far as keeping her alive. They said, just give her a good life. She might make it a year. And she lived to be 15 or 16.
I remember the reason why I bring that up too is because I remember back then going, fuck, I don't think I would fucking deal with an animal that had diabetes.
And now look at you.
I know. My dog was born with diabetes. And I gave him that shit's expensive, by the way. It's fucking expensive, right?
Yeah, try it on a salary provided by Norma Eilenberg.
Yeah.
Try that. Because she needed special food and insulin and needles and all of the stuff. I've started
making Henry's food.
Have you?
So the new food I made him, I made him brown rice with some stew beef. And what I do at the grocery store, when they put the stew beef at 50% off over and it's only got 2 days left, before it expires, I buy that, bring it home, and I cook it right up. So the latest one I had was stew beef, brown rice, pigeon peas, carrots, and something else. He fucking loves it.
Mm-hmm.
He fucking can't get enough of it. So I might go into the homemade pet food business.
Okay.
He loves it. And I make him different ones. I make him a chicken one that's a little more gravy in it with chicken and white rice and sweet potatoes. And it's so fucking simple to make, and they fucking love it.
Yeah.
And it's cheaper it's way fucking cheaper than buying $120 bag of, 25-pound bag of dog food.
I will say my dogs, one of my dogs needed to lose weight, and the vet said, give him this prescription food. And I went online to look, and it was $100 and something for a bag of food. And I was like, no, what are the other options? No. And she said, well, just here's the calorie content. And if you find something that you want to feed him, I'll tell you how much to give him. And so both of my dogs eat the same food. It's just, I measure it out, and it's a $45 bag of food.
Yeah. The fucking dog food has gotten ridiculous, especially if you go to Petco or one of those.
I mean, I don't mind spending $45. It's like $45 a month to feed 2 dogs. That's not bad, I don't think.
No, that's fucking neat. I wish I could feed me on $45 a month.
Same.
Right?
Wish I could feed me on $45 a week.
I'm with you there. when it's fun, when I go into the and they have the canine and the science diet was the dog food that was for Henry that was suggested. The science diet, high protein for dogs that have diabetes, blah blah. Like, fuck, I am not spending. And I think that bag is only like $90, but it's a 32-pound bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make it. So I'm making it and it's fucking perfect. And he's lost 3 pounds, which is fucking fantastic. He looks good. He's sturdy. He's going good. And he really does. He likes it. So I think I'm going to get to making it. Chris, I might be able to make you something to make you feel better.
What's that going to be?
I don't know. Listen to this. The song of the South here. That's my grandson's getting home.
Oh, it's very exciting.
Dagan's it's Sunday. He's been at mom's. I'm gonna go out and hang out with the kid now.
All right.
If you don't
enjoy.
Yeah, and hey, Chris, get to a doctor, will you?
Yeah, feel better.
You have an old person you want to make? You had a classic actor.
You know what? I don't even have anything this week. That's how out of it I am.
Aww.
I didn't even think about it. But I mean, if we'd like to bring Jack Klugman into the mix, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh, I Jody and I still say this now and again, but when he was on Quincy, my favorite line was, "Sam, it's murder. I know it's murder, and I'm going to prove it."
And that's Jack Klugman.
That is so Jack Klugman. Cancer.
There's no dad joke here, but I was watching this Jeff Ross roast on one of the TV channels, and one of the people on there said, "Good Lord, that woman's so ugly, I wouldn't fuck her with B. Arthur's dick." And the whole room roars in laughter. B. Arthur's there, and she just starts shaking her finger. So it was great.
I call Jody Maud every now and again. She has this long sweater that comes way down, and I refer to her as Maud. And I don't think she likes it so much, but I do it anyways. All right,
I'll get you for that, Wally.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your week, you guys.
All right,
See y'all later.
Bye.